Well, we have all had to navigate working remotely over the last 2 years, and some Denver city attorneys are providing a guide on how not to work from home.
CBS 4 investigator Brian Moss found 3 Denver city prosecutors used city email and chat systems to confess how little they were working, how much they disliked their bosses, and mocking coworkers as they worked from home during the pandemic.
These are the city emails and chats we obtained between Assistant City Attorneys Eric Reese, Christina Bush, and Emily Reisdorf. It was these inappropriate communications that caused Reese and Bush to resign during an investigation and led to a 15-day unpaid suspension for Reisdorf, who ultimately kept her job.
This isn't the close case. This is the egregious case. This is clear misconduct.
John Crone, a Denver employment attorney, reviewed the internal city documents we obtained.
You've really got to assume that everything you're saying and writing is being watched or is at least capable of being reviewed later down the road. So was this dumb? It was incredibly stupid.
In one email, Reisdorf told the others a supervisor was nauseating. Brad is an idiot, she wrote. One day, Reisdorf sent her coworkers this picture saying, "I have done nothing productive all day." In another admission, Reese said, "Well, I went fishing in the middle of the day yesterday. Another time, so I am wasting time watching the SpaceX launch." Bush wrote, "I am chatting most of the day. I basically sit watching TV and typing things all day long. I'm getting nothing done today," said Bush, partly blaming her lack of work on a hangover. The confessions of not working went on day after day after day.
There's no question that some amount of taxpayer dollars had to have been wasted.
When a black female attorney named Kimberly left her job, the group named their chat group Kimberly Killers and celebrated the fact the woman suffered what they called a nervous breakdown. "That's the best news I've heard since quarantine," wrote Bush. "I feel so satisfied by this, I've been humming all morning." Reisdorf responded, "You can't take credit for that all on your own."
I absolutely see no type of excuse for this behavior.
Denver's top city attorney Kristen Bronson declined to be interviewed, but released a statement saying she was appalled and extremely disappointed by the misconduct of these 3 attorneys.
Something like this should never happen in the public sector.
Would you say that these guys gave us an abject lesson in how not to work from home?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm Brian Moss, covering Colorado First.
Now, attorney Eric Reese said that he was disappointed that someone leaked internal documents to CBS 4 and said that the chats lacked context. Christy Bush declined to discuss what Brian found, and Emily Reisdorf did not respond to our inquiries.
At one point, one of these lawyers actually messaged the others wondering if their bosses could read what they were writing and if it could become public record. After expressing that concern, they just continued to do the same thing.